Now, let us see how quantum mechanics is going to help us in to understand the saguna and aguna. In the quantum mechanics, we can understand. If we understand that, then our spiritual aspect will be more clear. Understanding the quantum mechanics, let us take the parallel concept of classical mechanics. Classical mechanics states that object in nature is deterministic if we have all the parameters. For example, in the space about whatever we have got planets. So planets movement, if we know particular planet orbits, at the same time their revolution speed we know, then that planet, if we know these two things of the planet, particular planet, then we can predict, we can finally predict that after 20 years, what will be the position of that planet exactly, deterministic way. We can determine that. At the same time, we can also determine that what could have been the position of planet or scenario of planet 30 years back. So this future and past could be exactly or can be obtained scenario of future and past can be obtained in a deterministic way. So it is so simple in that classical mechanics. But what quantum mechanics says, this why we can get there in classical mechanics. So because object or matter is either in particle form or in wave form. So they can be either in particle or wave. Because of that, the whole outcome can be deterministic in that classical mechanics. But in quantum mechanics, it is not so. Quantum mechanics, the object will neither be particle nor be wave. It will be combination of particle and wave. Because of that, the outcome cannot be obtained deterministically. It will be probabilistic. Why so? Because of this nature of or the combination of a particle and wave combination in the object or matter. So in this case, what quantum mechanics say that whatever was the deterministic in classical mechanics, it becomes the probabilistic approach or probabilistic condition scenario of that. After once we are observing any object, especially this quantum mechanics is mainly for atomic particle or particles which are small, objects are very small, that way. So atomic particle case, it cannot be the deterministic. Whereas in a large object, it can be fine. Classical mechanics is okay. But for particle like atomic particle and subatomic particle, it is not so. So what quantum mechanics says, that being object being or matter being combination, having combination of particle and wave, so it gives the outcome in a new fashion, and that outcome is known as a wave function. For example, it says that the total all possible combined output is the wave function only, and reality exists in wave function. So this is the result, or this is the statement of quantum mechanics. By having this concept here, let us a little analyze this. Now, once quantum mechanics says that object or matter is neither particle nor the wave, but it is combination of particle and wave. So what it means? This means that similar way what Lord Krishna was telling, that reality exists as a sat, but this is not only, this cannot be approached by only a sat or sat. It is a combination of sat and asat. So here in science, it is a combination of particle and wave. One is a sat, other is a sat in the in-between scenario. And that is what we understand from quantum mechanics, that all possible combined outcome is a wave function, and the reality exists in the wave function. So if we superimpose this concept on Saguna and Aguna, then as reality exists in the science, reality exists in the wave function. Similarly, we can see here that Aguna exists in the functional aspect of Saguna and Aguna in between. Similarly, we can say that Sat Asat combination only leads towards the Sat, like Saguna Aguna aspects lead towards the Aguna. So this way we can we will have some clarity. And one why we have taken the quantum mechanics concept here, because some of the things are better can be understood in a better way once we take the principle of latest principle of science, modern science. And that is why Swami Vivekananda used to say the best of the West, that is science, modern science, and the best of the East, that is spirituality and yoga, should be brought together on a common platform so that people can understand each other concept to narrow down or to get clarity wherever missing links are existing. And this way we find that Saguna and Aguna concept, what Sri Tulsidas ji is telling, there is no Veda, there is no difference, there is no dissimilarity, is very correct. And Bhagavad Gita also endorses the same in terms of Sat and Asat. At the same time, modern science, particularly that quantum mechanics also endorses in terms of wave function. So in this way, we have got clarity, and the whole, it doesn't mean that only spiritual masters are getting clarity because of modern science. The modern science also, wherever they have got lagging scenario or wherever they are not clear, they can take the help of spiritual science, especially Upanishad and Bhagavad Gita or Veda, and they can get a lot of clarification. Thank you very much for listening.